The upper bracket fly moving forward. We're about to coming, but somewhat of a one
out here too that we know that Bedtime Story
Darkzerro versus Rad. Yet he's like, well, dang, what?
By the way, Gilbert Noodle being on the Atom, this is not a drill too, as they're going to be able to be flexible working with the sub, and it's double Gamma Squids from both sides. You can hear them like a chorus in the background while Gale takes the skies.
Get everyone out of this thing into point cap first. That's already a good momentum changer for this team, getting the first laugh on domination.
Talk about that last-minute bubble, by the way, before he jumped out, literally by a pixel. He has his boost banner right now, but it's just a matter of...
Gods are up and ready to roll. Pushing forward, seduction happening from Guru, having all eyes on him as the streamer and the player now. And he's got the whole trapped in his web, but the disappear comes up. Karova, invisible boundary is locked, and it's bringing this team back alive in this thing, but it is 11% in climbing. Darkzerro was able to get this right back. Ults-wise, Water does have the seduction. Close up is going to be Gale, but they can get the pressure pushing forward, but it's amazing.
Flip here with Darkzerro already being at 50%. Rad have not been able to flip it just yet, and the stall is still happening for Darkzerro.
Yeah, trying to get wave, wipe, and win. The whales are not connecting this action there as Guru goes down. Going to force Gilbert now to res if they want to keep this fight going.
Already at 85% though, and Smash is going to be able to restabilize everyone, get a lot more aggressive, build up the space, and waste more time away from Rad. This is going to force Guru to be on that Doctor Strange and then recontest here with the Doctor Strange portal.
Setting up his Cave of the Deep, gets one down, pushing forward. The rise comes from Gilbert at the best time possible.
That's a death cave right there too. You do not want to contest if you want to be met with those squids on the other side in the punish.
Guru's down with it. That's a rough one now as Forky Dog is going to keep this team up somewhat. The portal has been used. Guru does fall with the ultimate. It's brutal. Where goes down? Can he get into the cave? No, not enough here, Vicky. They keep sending me here as bedtime stories. Looks to go in. Amazing and Madara do have the combo to set up if they'd like to go with that. These whales have not connected thus far on either team.
Hey, yo, they've been trying to. A lot of stun potential here, too, with these freezes that we've also seen between Forky Dog and Velocity.
Time Story continuing to push forward, even with what they just did. Darkzerro's at 25% and climbing. Extermination from Smash and the Whale. A lot coming at them there. Good rotation from Bedtime Stories. Guru trying to get people looking at him as Gale throws.
Being on the Doctor Strange and Impunity living for as long as he has. And now Velocity has the fate of both worlds to keep this fight going.
Yeah, just once again, the Cosmic Revival over and over. It's just something to fear with these teams, though. Love the resilience as Madara is pushing forward. Oh my, colors just exploded the screen. Graphics cards are melting. The Agamotto is...
Velocity, no strategist left for the sustain, but Darkzerro minus Smash here alone. And with 95 and climbing, they finally flip a point with a fight that lasted forever.
Wow. And they played it well, but yeah, I mean, what a...
With the win condition being that Karmic Revival and Bedtime Story getting frozen at the hands of Velocity, Amazing moves up. He's got the whale available. They're trying to set up with the squids here too in the middle console of Celestial Husk, but they have to pinpoint where Gilbert Noodle is, with Amazing having that whale that could come crashing.
He's going to have to bring more of it if he's going to continue to win this fight. And charging. Yeah, 64% going over to the side of Rad, but right now I'm looking worried for what Darkzerro has with Karova and Velocity. Just so much pressure. They're going to have to play perfect here. Forky Dog right behind it.
With this determination that's trying to get more space for the benefit of Darkzerro. Psionic Seduction from Guru now is going to try to bring everybody together. It does catch Amazing in the process. No whale coming down, but as he overextends here, Madara finds Guru born again, brings him right back around. Overtime ticking away, but in favor of Rad.
Flank. Bedtime Stories rotating the soul bond, keeping the team nice and healthy. Got to get rid of those squids, but trying to share the love. Does get one out, continues to push forward. Gale gets one. Amazing though trades. Forky Dog down with Guru. Gilbert to follow. This is bad. They need to rotate. Guru already on the Strange. Portal's going to be out any moment, but this is going to... Red looks cleaner, at least right now. Right here, this is the defensive effort you need if you want to advance in the upper bracket. Smash spinning the win, knows exactly who to call against now as Guru has the seduction up. No connection with it. Good position. And they lost the grand finals, and they're like, all right, we're going to just amp it up. We got our buff ready to go as Guru now rotating, trying to go against
damage out and impact. Now they get to also have the speed boost as Smash is going to move everybody into the position, but with Pizza's even having that invisible boundary, it actually stalls him out just enough to reset.
Every team fight needs a toe, drops the ocean, waves him out. Good. Wow, that's a good response there, Vic.
Yeah, literally a typhoon jumping over their heads, and they needed to stop them, right?
Getting them away from the team. Madara wants it, though. It's Mother versus Tree. Who's going to get the best of it? And there it goes. Mother typically knows best as Arm and Dangerous gets Kurova from this thing. Huge hit there to slow down yet. Win again, win again is what Kurova is saying to the team. They're brought back. We'll see if this connection happens. It's Impunity leading the charge as a lead Avenger. He's diving the back line there, putting Demon in his place. And man, stake here, Kurova over to the Golden God. 62% in climbing velocity. Does have an ult for some sustain. Guru bedtime story right behind it, though. This is a big whale. Bring the ocean. We'll see if Darkzerro brought the boat. Here we go. Velocity gonna power up here. Ult's coming. There comes the drop. Kurova's the prey, but he does survive.
And Guru is boosting up that damage of the Emma Frost. Everybody thought in the side, but the win condition is going to be wherever Kurova is as he uses that Karmic Revival.
It's a good point here. Absolutely. You come in, Vicky, and Gilbert Noodle close behind.
And with Amazing being on the Punisher, the final judgment comes out. Harmed and Dangerous looking for the reset, and he tries to get it. But with Amazing and Impunity, it's too much damage output. Darkzerro had
zero way to not at all than what we expected. Bedtime Story continues to build that up. 72% in climbing for Noodle. Forky Dog close behind. Right now, Darkzerro a mile away from much. Amazing close. Smash to join as they clash for the end of point one.
The meteor in that side corridor.
Yeah, that was looking like it was going to connect perfectly as Pizza Demon comes out with the show, and with the comes the ocean. Did they bring the boat? Nope, they left the shore now as velocity goes down, but born again, just like the servers of this matchup, Kurova brings his team back into the fight, Vicky.
Separating you and Freedom is a Bucky ultimate match.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, I got eyes on Smash. Wait, no, there's another Bucky. Hold on, it's Velocity. We don't see often offensive ults.
And building up that Adam Warlock ultimate as he makes his way back from the spawn room gates, and Rad have everything to answer with. I am Groot as Madara wants to bring them all together, but gets interrupted another time around as a safety comes out, the invisible boundary to follow, and Amazing with the Soul Resurgence tries to push through this invisible boundary.
Of them now, but it continues to be answered by Rad, slicing one by one, but Gale does fall down. Point one is capped, though. Gotta say, my gosh, what a performance there.
The reset, but the reset doesn't come out, and the Meteor M comes crashing down, but doesn't find its mark.
Little trickery magic survives the meteor from Magneto there. Slammed down into the Loki. Velocity doing work there continually on the hero. Guru does get the pick on it as
the copy
back.
Yep, the copy once again got a mischief in the form of the Adam Warlock. Gets to bring Madara right back around while Forky Dog does the final blow in that push out onto Impunity, but it's all for naught while Velocity still.
Rad has to just continue to play this perfect, and Bedtime Stories Ignite After Ignite is forced to push back. Here comes the Groodle, pushing everyone together. Gilbert's gonna throw the massive tons on top of Amazing, gets him right out of there with the follow-up on Impunity. Rad Esports are you need a cap, and that is gonna be, what is this? Sensational effort. Going for something here for this team. Velocity has that copy yet again. It's been two Adams, one Bucky. Who does he choose to go for now? As Amazing also has
that Forky Dog has hot online so often, but it's the freedom charge from Impunity, the damage output from Bedtime Story up on the high ground, being on the Phoenix, and Madara trying to block them out with these walls as Smash finds Gilbert Noodle next.
All right, full reset here. If you are Rad, don't rush this thing. You have a minute. It's going to go to overtime. Accepted at this point. Gale.
Unleash, and this is just going to allow Darkzerro to not waste up what they need. They're just going to be able to peel away, get out of the line of sight, and they're going to be able to now work into Kurova and this Karmic Revival. Meteor M coming up. Where did that Karmic Revival go? We want to slam it down here or land it on Pizza Demon on the other side as he brings Velocity back. Who can get the next set of copy onto another was also on the Mantis when they were
over with the quick splash and opening. Smash now just building up that ult one by one on the sticks. The controller god himself, the Demon, is pushing it on the tree, back and rotating. Is going to be them now. Okay, not bad approach here from them. Pizza Demon, Smash now punching the air. He can feel the advancement. Ready to roll, Vicky. That was such a great offensive effort here. But not an awful defense there. We've seen some Zero completely on top and in command as they push forward. Gale does res back. He's going to born again this team, get everybody back in the action. One by one they fall, but they come back just like that.
Team back from Rad to recontest here. Gilbert had made that swap off the Penny earlier back onto the Venom, but this shows you the damage boost. Right, amazing when you get to get away with playing on the Manta. Same
Master of Magic right now as he continues to push in. Guru and Press just trying to rotate position out of Smash is relentless legendary.
And now this forces Gilbert Noodle to swap over to the Darkzerro.
Right now, comp's not working. Bedtime Story does have the legendary ready to go. Gale can match at least one of those reses. Heaven's falling shortly. We'll see how they combine Guru's ult here. We'll see.
Pizza Demon had already used up that Mantis ultimate. Madara, you can try to bait out these Vanguards, but it won't stop him, especially when he also has access over to that Dr. Strange. Keep them in this fight, so it's a lot more poke pressure in this neutral here. Nice stun onto Impunity and Madara, but the follow-up isn't there as Bedtime Story tries to deal good to stop Darkzerro. Now down to a minute, less than a minute on the clock, almost here in the next 5 seconds.
I continue just to be so impressed here with Rad being able to stop.
He's been able to fly around and get away with it, but the group walls from Gilbert Noodle. I am Groot as it's met as Forky Dog's able to push in Impunity. Velocity gets the copy this time around, and it's the Born again as Gilbert Noodle 55 of zombies as he brings them back. And Rad, despite winning so many of these trades, they only have one Atom. They don't have a Loki to keep them in this fight. Another Groot ult this time around, but it's at the hands of
to beat 7th time stories. Good rotation by both teams at the moment, Vic.
Watching Guru just stick over to this Angela, and I like this rotational approach that we're currently seeing from Rad Esports. Sephiroth would be proud here. Look at Guru now fly into that backline and get the follow-up with Bedtime. I am Groot. That's all he said. Look how calm he is right there, too. That everybody was cycled into that room, and he just got away with it as Guru trying to place this portal right in the backline of Darkzerro before...
Charged up, juiced up, has the Kraken impact. Continues to push forward here. Madara has been huge for this team so far. The Agamotto comes out. Doesn't get much. Impunity gets hit from it, but it's going to be Bedtime Story, Vicky. Smash out of it.
He's trying his best, even without an eye.
Getting awfully close, forcing them to push and aggressive. Down goes Impunity. Nice shot there from Guru. Smash trying to keep this thing competitive. No, it's going to be Rad, who should get this point, but Velocity brings him back, Vic.
Look at the point. They get it. They get it. Darkzerro felt so much pressure. They couldn't give the backup that Impunity.
But they're going to have to not let up any momentum. Bedtime Story's 94, just trying to get a little bit of poke damage to get this thing rolling. Rad does have plenty, Vic. Don't use it all here, but they've got exactly what they need, and they open up here with the Agamotto to get 3 from it. Holy, but the one they didn't get is once again they need left. Finally gets it out there. Could be a little too late. They cut off the team, though. Who was left behind? We're unsure, though, as the Undefeatable comes out. Other players have to rotate. Now Smash coming down with the arm, and Dangerous again slams it down. Vic is so close, but nothing from it thus far. Bedtime Story now with the legendary Impunity to match. Everybody... Tree says no. What a Guardian of the Galaxy effort. From Mantis to Star-Lord to the silent but deadly Groot. What a job. What a performance thus far. 2 minutes, 32 seconds. They're going to have to obviously go the distance. Can they have any time to spare?
Smash comes down. He finds Guru and he gets the next reset. And Gale is there to bring them back.
Even with the triple Ago, not successful, but Gale brings them back in this fight, doing their best Darkzerro impression, coming back into this thing. Bedtime does have that legendary. Gilbert can follow. Once again, got to stay up, can't stagger here. Here comes the ultimate. Do they connect? They get 2. Okay, now Rad looking for the comeback, and Smash puts a quick end to Bedtime Story, sending him goodnight as forced to move back. 30 seconds. You can't get these picks and sustain. Darkzerro knows it. They're pushing up. Guru, though, wants it. He's fighting. Pizza Demon opens up with the ultimate now to try to get something for it. It's a Smash down, and they're cracking down now as the Eye of Agamotto's Velocity once again gonna be able to do what they do. Gilbert Noodle gets Madara, though. Overtime is ticking. This is it. Will Rad be pushed to the lower bracket, or Darkzerro win this thing and make it to the...
Yeah, but they shut down
in this part of the match, folks. 20 seconds. Everyone's pretty far from it, but getting close.
Amazing, though, being on that Punisher, the difference maker here, and just trying to clean up whatever is left of Rad once they know that Karmic Rival comes out.
Bounce back. You get the first wipe. That's usually enough. There's a tick on the clock left, but once again, coming back from the dead, it's all of Darkzerro fighting with the vengeance they have. Forky Dog, though, does get a clutch pick there. Tick, tick, tick. Goes the point and the clock. They wish to have that portal back.
They have no room to breathe. They have the extra credit now while getting this payload moving. They're looking to walk the dog. Smash does have that soul resurgence. It can move all the way up, but they have to be tactful with the way that Bedtime Story has been isolating the strategist backline. Guru.
I mean, I would say great hold, Vic. And Vicky, I gotta say, Frank Castle there for Rye Amazing is one of the biggest when it comes to clutchness. He can hit every shot now as it's banned out for the other side. The turret blasting. Bedtime Story looking for a different entry. 83%, 86 and climbing. They got to find that back into strategy. So it's going to be the same song, same dance once again. They won't be able to carry the threat on. Gale's close behind, but his velocity
cannot get it off yet.
Gale has the res. This would be a win of a lifetime after what was a tough entry and opening. Now as Madara is looking for their strange on. Oh my gosh, he's found Gale. This would be a huge. I mean, Gale tucked in a corner, Vicky. Unable to seal it, but